Hey, man, they just keep dangling stuff in front of the left hand. They know, Satan knows, his whole system has been set up on the 10th commandment, thou shalt not covet. See, the first of all 10 commandments you always break is thou shalt not covet. Before you steal, you'll covet the item you take. Before you lie, you'll covet your own self-preservation and not paying the consequences of telling the truth and so on. We always covet first. We look at the neighbor's house, their car, their wife, their things. We say, I want that. And we'll sell our souls to get it. And the system knows that. Those who worship...
Well, I mean, I commit a lot of sins and I'm very worldly. But ever since I was a little kid, the one good thing I'm strong at is I don't covet. I'm not that envious of a person. You know, somebody's got a beautiful wife, girlfriend, nice house. I'm happy for them. I never realized how powerful coveting and envy was with the general public. They're like ravenous with it.
Well, and then it leads to idolatry, right? That's why, you know, American Idol's the #1 show on television today, because they see that and say that I want that for me. I want to be the celebrity. I want to be the star. I want to be the center of attention. Me.
And to be clear, I'm not saying having nice things is bad. But no. We're saying putting it up there as the idol, worshiping it.
It's okay to own stuff. Just don't let the stuff own you. There's a big difference between the two.
Exactly. Like, I wouldn't do anything immoral for something. I wouldn't cheat anyone for something. Like, I have all these enemies who I could destroy, who I know information about. And a few times, even trying to defend myself, I've almost burned them, and I can't make myself even do that. And I don't understand that rule where even though the worldly, it seems right, I just can't do it.
Well, it's funny you allude to that, because that's exactly the culture that we're living in today. If it feels good, if it feels right, do it. It's okay. And that stems from Aleister Crowley's Book of the Law. The most wicked and evil man of his day said there's only one law, and it's polar opposite of God's law, and that's do what thou will. Do what thou will should be the whole of the law. If you want to separate a country, a person from God, the fastest way to do it is to get them to do their own will. When you forget God's will for your life and for this world and for this planet, and you start to do your own will, do whatever you want to do, it'll ultimately lead to evil. All
right, I want to talk to Brad, Keith, Anthony, and John. Quick calls, but first, let's go to thegreatnews.com. And there is part of the video where Darrel calls the lady who it turned out has serious health problems, was going bankrupt. The computer randomly generates it. You have that on the screen.
And I want you to know something, too. I put her on the spot. I mean, right from the beginning, I'm like, okay, is this Beth? Okay, great. Here, this is Darrel with 10 and Win. We got to go. Are you ready? Go. And so, you know, she didn't have time to pull out a list of the 10 commandments or, you know, something like that. I mean, I really got right to it right as soon as...
All right, here we go. Here's the video and audio of that.
Make sure yeah.
Bring it up.
Real deal. No cuts. Here we go. Okay, we're recording. Yes, we are. We got Beth. Here we go. We're going to call her at 1, 3, 3.
You know, what's amazing is I get her answering machine first, and I start to leave her a message kind of taunting her, hey, you missed the call kind of thing, and she picks up.
So this is live, unedited, is why you hear the ringing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of a better person winning.
No, I prayed before we took this call, and God perfectly prepared this person. No two ways about it.
First call. And it's a lady who's
really needing
Here we go.
Answering machine. Hi, Beth. This is Darrel Rundus with 10andwin.com. Today's the day we give away $20,000. I hate to tell you this, but I was calling to give you your chance to learn to list the law in order in 20 seconds or less.
Hello?
Hi, is Beth there?
Yes.
Hey, Beth, this is Darrel Rundus with 10 and Win, and I wanted to get you to learn or get to list the law in order in 20 seconds or less. Are you ready to go?
Oh, my gosh.
Ready?
Yes.
We got to go now. Set, go.
No other gods before me, no idols, no blasphemy. Remember the Sabbath, keep it holy. Honor your father and mother. Do not kill. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not covet.
Yay!
And watch how I get her here.
Beth?
What?
Do you know how long that took?
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, it was less than 20 seconds, so you have to do it in 20 seconds. And you did it in 17. Congratulations, you won!
You're so mean.
No, I didn't kid you about a thing like that.
She's just blown away.
You were the first person I called.
You gotta be kidding me.
She's like
No,
speechless.
Beth, congratulations, $20,000. Let me ask you the obvious question. What are you going to do with the money?
Well, oh my goodness sakes, this is such an answer to prayer. I'm going to pay off credit cards. I'm going to buy me a car because, a used car. because our car just went out like 2 days ago, and I've been on the internet trying to find something that we could afford.
Well, now you can afford up to $20,000 car. That is just wonderful.
That's amazing.
Praise God.
And people can watch the full video at thegreatnews.com. And again, she has a serious medical problem.
Well, on the 10-minute version on our site there, it doesn't go into all that. But then right below the video, there's a place to download the full unedited extended version where you get to all the behind-the-scenes stuff, a lot more conversation with her after she had won the money and so on. So
But she has, what does she have?
Multiple sclerosis. And what was even...
But see, that is a perfect person to get the $20,000.
Well, no, not just that, Alex, but you know what she did? She did what I originally intended this to be all about, which was a way for people that might be filled with fear to get up and to go out and to start talking to people about the things of God. She made her own little billboard up that said, name 10, win 20,000. And she would get people over and talk to them about the commandments and then the things of God, how we'd all broken those commandments, but that God loved us so much, he sent his son to die.
And then she won after that?
Yeah, and so she's doing all this stuff. She's paying it forward. She's not coveting the cash. She's out there using it as a way to minister to other people and to talk to other people and to pay it forward. And God blessed her faithfulness by having her win the money. Unbelievable. And that's hey, we serve a mighty God. And that's
almost like the widow's mite story?
Absolutely. She gave all she had. She was down to the very little bit. And I guarantee you, the $20,000 I gave wasn't even close to all that she gave.
Well, that almost makes me cry, Darrell. I've got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, it touches me too. And that's.
But I'm glad that, hundreds of people called and signed up for it, right?
Thousands. Yeah, thousands.
And then the first call.
The very first one.
Is a lady who really, really needs it.
Yep. And she almost didn't get it because I got the answering machine. How about that? Isn't that amazing? I just love it. God works in amazing ways.
We're going to take a few final calls from at least Brad and Keith and Anthony in the final segment. Darrel Rundus here with us. Always great to have him in studio. And we just really, really appreciate the great work you're doing, Darrell, and the support you've given our operation as well. Stay with us.